Well, hello there, and this is Auntie, and I am here to do my review recap of 90 Day Fiance the Other Way, Season 4, Episode 3. If you can't jump, you plunge. Let's get into this, shall we? Oh, yes, we shall.
Everybody needs a sweet old auntie. Everybody needs
with a whoop whoop and a boop boop
auntie
boop.
that everybody needs.
You can make this up.
Now you know that these are some crazy motherfuckers.
Everybody needs a sweet old auntie.
So why even bother?
Aunties and lies, sweet old auntie. Aunties that wait. Are you okay? Are you okay?
Well, welcome back, everybody, and this is Auntie. If this is your first time being here, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And to all of my new subscribers and my new members, thank you all so much for hitting that subscribe button, for hitting that join button, and just joining this family. We are one of the best kept secrets on YouTube, and I'm so glad that the secret is out. So all of my nieces, nephews, and my members who have been here with me for the long haul, thank you all so much, so very much for your continued support. If I had to rate this episode of 90 Day Fiance, Season 4, Episode 3. No, 90 Day Fiance the Other Way, Season 4, Episode 3. If you can't jump, then plunge. I would rate this episode probably a D. Let me know down. Let me know down in the comment section what you were rated. I thought it was a D episode. I thought that it was a filler. I know that we are at the very beginning, and so some of the stuff has to be, but I think that some of these things don't have to be, right? And so I wasn't feeling all the packing and the moving, and someone says this was a F. I couldn't even finish. BW, hey boo. That's one of my members. One of my members said she couldn't even finish the mother. Hey, y'all. Hey. Let me shout out my members. Hey, Isabel. Hey, Boo. Hey there, Bridget. Hey, Dee. Dee been with me so long. She almost a member. Hey, Bridget. Hey, BW. Hello, Mosi. What's up, Ray Della? Hey, Kane. Hey, Rita. Hey, Miss Sonia. Hey, Pamela. Hello, Sheila. Hey, Tasha J. Hey, did I give Randy Thomas? If I didn't, Randy Thompson, if I didn't, I'm getting you again, boo. Hey, Miss Yolanda. So good to see y'all out here. Hey, Sonia. Oh, we got another Sonia. Hey there. Hey, Miss Angie. Hey, Angie. Some names you guys say real quiet. Hey, Angie. What's up, Tony? Hey, boo. Okay. Got you, boo. So, yeah, if I had to rate it, I would rate it. I would rate this a D. I thought that it was just a filler episode, but y'all know over here, Auntie's advice will make it exciting, even if it wasn't. Thank you so much, Trisha Ann, for becoming a member. Welcome to the family. Welcome. Y'all, please make Trisha Ann Welcome. Make her feel welcome, y'all, please, especially the members of Auntie's Advice. So we're going to go ahead and get into this. I got my glasses on so I can pull up these people faces times and all of that kind of stuff. And we can talk about them one by one. I don't think we're going to be out here a long time because I'm not really impressed with this cast this time. I just don't find anybody, with the exception of maybe one person, that I have connected to. And usually I try to see if I can connect to them by seeing them on the screen and how they act. And, when we introduce the staff and everything, the cast, I try to, get a feel for them as they come up on the screen, but I just haven't really gotten a feel for any of these people. I'm hoping that later on in the season, I will. But yeah, this cast, they just ain't doing it for me. The first person or couple I want to talk about is Jen and Rishi. Jen is delusional. So as we remember on the week before last, because they had the Super Bowl, so they canceled it. Jen, girlfriends and everybody, including her mom and daddy, basically, has been trying to tell this girl that this is just not something good. We'll know her mom and her kids. Was it her mom and her kids? I don't even remember. It was somebody, basically trying to say that, you've already had bad relationships, you don't have to do this. You don't know this guy. Her girlfriends came into town, read her for filth at the table. The other girlfriend decided that she would hit him up on his social media platform, and he was interested in her and all that kind of stuff. And she just felt like it wasn't enough information for her to drop him, that he did not, drop the digits. He didn't drop his address, social security, bank account. It just wasn't enough for her to believe her girlfriend. And so she was like, I'm going. He said, hey, what's up? Hi, whoop, whoop, whoop. And then that was it to it. And of course, we all know that, there's probably something going on with Rishi, given the fact that Rishi has not introduced her to his parents. Told the parents even about her. So she is on her way to be with him. And I just think it's going to be a disaster. She understands that his parents have given him an opportunity to marry whomever he wants. This is the understanding that she has based on what she said to us, right? And so she's hoping that when she goes over there, that he's going to choose her, despite the fact that his parents don't know anything about her. Her mom and her brother. Thank you, boo. Yes, the brother and the wife. Thank you. Who is that gave me that? Miss Always Right. Miss Almost Right. See, get it together, Auntie. It's the mom and the brother and the sister-in-law. Thank you, boo. She seems like she comes from a very supportive family. They really care about her, but they know something's a little off, right? And so they're trying to be as supportive as possible, although there are red lights everywhere. So she is taking a plunge without his parents knowing. We go over there. He comes home. He's in the house with his mama, his uncle, his sister and her husband, and him. So, they're living, he said, in a connected unit or something like that. He came in the house. First thing he asked for was something to eat. When was food going to be ready? He said that he's recently lost his father. And so because of that, he has stepped up to be the man of the house. His uncle seems like, he's a senior. And so, he's doing everything. And, I think customarily they cook for each other, whatever. And the mom is telling him that people have been inquiring about marriage with him, that they have been, and I don't know, that's why y'all see I'm kind of hesitating, because it's not my intention to offend because I'm ignorant about something. So I'm really trying to be careful about what I say because I don't have time to do the research on it. So I want to make sure I'm saying the right thing. But his mother was saying that, they have had some offers, I guess, if you will, of some women who are interested in marrying him or being married to him. And the mom said they're coming over to the house tomorrow. She said she's getting older and she has to take care of these responsibilities. Now, I don't know what she meant by that. Y'all drop that down here in this comment section. But she said that she has responsibilities and stuff that she got to take care of. And I guess she is thinking, I'm not going to be here that long. And the uncle was like, look, it got to be done. And it got to be done now, like with the quickness. So the mother's like, are you going to make yourself available? Because every time, someone has offered or anything like that, he's always said that he was too busy and he couldn't come by and he couldn't do what he needed to do. And the mother, and they like, look, we just need you to take 5 minutes out of your time, out of your day to come and meet this family who is wanting to be with you or whatever. And he's saying that he hopes that his family is supportive of him dating Jen. The uncle did say it don't make a difference who you with, right? The uncle did say that, but we'll see how the uncle really, really feels about that when he brings in this woman from America. Hopefully the story will get better. Kris and Jeyme. I don't know why, but they getting on my nerve. It's just something about them that's just rubbing me all the wrong ways. It's something about them that puts me on edge. I don't know if I think they're going to be really catty with each other eventually. I don't know if it's the doom and the gloom that I imagine is coming in the coming episodes. But for some reason, they're too giddy with one another. And I just ain't really feeling this relationship. Y'all tell me how y'all feel in the comment section. And I'm dead serious. Because it's just something that's off-putting about this couple. And it seems like, what you say, Kris is odd to me. This story isn't going to end well. Kris feels sneaky to me. I feel like Jeyme is about to be blindsided. Kris is fake. She will fall for anybody who shows affection. Not a match at all. I think this match is for the cameras. How these... Oh, okay, I ain't gonna be able to read that. Kris elevator ain't going up. They fake AF to me. It seems inauthentic in my opinion. Auntie Caddy, yes, something isn't right. Y'all, something ain't right about this relationship. And I don't know if it's the me feeling fearful for no reason at all. Maybe they are going to get, I think my concern is that, number one, they've been dating each other long distance. This is their first relationship. And they're both new at this. And then they got distance between them. Now, homegirl said that she got narcolepsy. I believe that's what it is. She said she got night terrors and everything. So the last thing that she needed to do is fly all the way the hill over to Colombia. Because, like, suppose she can't get her prescriptions. I mean, I like, it's just imminent doom that I feel in my gut when I see this couple. I don't care how they kissed at the airport and all that kind of stuff. I mean, that was okay and it was all good, but it's just the imminent doom that I feel like that this is going to be disastrous on so many levels. It's hold on a second, y'all. Hold on a second. Jimmy is really enthusiastic about the relationship. You know, she got her hair and her feet and all of that stuff done, and you know, she's excited about coming over, you know, her about Kris coming over. But it just seems like to me there's something that she wants more out of this relationship than love. Y'all, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I'm usually hardly ever wrong about these couples, but it just seems like it's something more that she wants from Kris. And Kris doesn't know what she wants. She just knows that she wants her. The two of them had surprises for each other, and they came out in very, very sexy lingerie, and they were giddy and all that kind of stuff, and they put the cameraman out. But once this night is over, reality got a hit. Even when they went to the pharmacist, right? And they went to the drugstore, and Kris was saying that, you know, she needed these drugs and stuff like that because, you know, her neck can't turn, and if she does, you know, eventually she's not going to be able to turn her head from left to the right and to the right to the left. You know, she's not going to be able to do that. It's Jamie's reaction to being fearful that she's going to have to take care of this woman. I don't think that Kris was as upfront about her conditions as she has said she is. I think that Kris got a whole lot of stuff that she needs to be upfront with Jamie about. You know, give her an opportunity to make a decision once she has all of the information she needs to make a decision about this relationship. That's just my opinion. Y'all let me know down in the comment section. I just see doom and gloom around this couple, and I hate to be pessimistic that way, but I just don't know. The next couple I want to talk about is Isabel and Gabriel. Now, as we all know, Gabriel is transgender, and she found Isabel had lunch with her friends, and the friends went on to explain that they had met Gabriel when he was there as a tourist, and he said that he would introduce him to people and invite him into their friend circle. Well, Isabel is part of that friend circle. So when she met Gabriel, she thought that, you know, she was, you know, looking at a man, and she was, because, you know, he had a gender change. And so she didn't know that he was transgender. She thought he was a naturally born man. If that's okay. If y'all understand what I mean. This stuff complicated. So she found out because, you know, he wanted to come forward and he wanted to tell her about everything. And so the friends began to ask her, you know, really, really intimate things about the relationship. So y'all, please be mindful. Please be mindful and respectful of what comments you put in the comment section. If the comments are phobic, they're going to be deleted. Okay? We can't afford that over here. Auntie's advice. Even if I have to come through here and delete them myself, please be respectful in the comment section as we talk about these people. Okay? Please be respectful. Okay? So they begin to ask her very intimate questions about Gabriel, about the things that they do, in their own bedroom. And she began to say that it was, everything was normal, that it was just like any other relationship. As we all know, Gabriel has had surgery. He's enhanced some things on himself. And they wanted to know whether or not it was working. She said, yeah. She said everything was working, even to the point where he is. Yeah. She said it's working. Everything. Everything. I was like, okay. But the friends are concerned about whether or not her parents are going to accept him, and is Isabel going to stay with Gabriel. Her daughter knows about it, but her son doesn't. But she said her son isn't one of those kind of people that, would overreact or, feel some kind of way. And it was like, because you have raised him to be a respectable, young boy. But my whole thing is, if she hasn't already told him, he may feel like he was deceived. I think that she likes him. I just think that she doesn't realize all the other stuff that's going to come with it, because she's concerned about whether or not she's going to have to choose her family over him. Now, Gabriel has already been in another relationship, and in that relationship, the family went up off and did not accept him at all. And so he is hoping that this is not a repeat situation for him. This is going to be a very interesting couple. I'm not invested in their story. I just got to be honest about it. And I think because it's just, it's just getting started, I guess, y'all. I'm not really invested in any of these couples. I really wish I was. Right. But I'm just not. What Kevin say? Honestly, do the parents really need to know? I don't think that they do. Well, no, yeah, they do. I think they do and they don't. I think that if you have a close-knit family, this is something you should be able to talk to your family about and share, right? Sharing is caring. I think that if the family is looking for her to possibly have children, later on down the line, this is something that they need to, discuss, because it's not going to be as it would have been. You understand, if you know what I mean. If you know what I mean, I think that they are, absolutely a grown couple, and they're very mature. And I also think that they need to know, because she's telling the children. And if she's telling the children may communicate that to the grandparents and may need some guidance, love, and support from the grandparents. And so I don't think that this is something the two of them are going to be able to hide, because do you tell the kids not to tell the grandparents? I mean, it appears that they, from what they're saying, they're a very close-knit family. So you might as well just get the elephant out the room, because absolutely, Mala, kids can't hold water, and by right they shouldn't. If they have a struggle about something, or they don't understand something, and they have a safe environment, i.e. grandparents, then they should be able to have those conversations. So I would rather tell my family than have the kids tell my family, if that makes sense. I would not want to hide that from my parents. And then because if I do, I have to keep my kids' mouths in captivity. And that's a lot of pressure and a lot of stress on children, which isn't fair. So while we say that people are grown, right? And they can make their own decision, when it comes down to having minors, it's not that simple. So I hope you all understand what I'm saying. Um, absolutely. Absolutely. There's a lot of things. There's a lot of things. There's a lot of things to consider. So let me go to the next couple. Nicole and Mahmoud. I'm really not invested in Nicole's story. Nicole is going to Egypt to be with her husband. Nicole has already been in Egypt. I believe she stayed in Egypt for about 2 months. She's had problems with Muma because he wants her to dress a certain way. He wants her to cover up from head to toe, basically. She had been resistant, y'all, about doing that. And so she flew back to the United States. She decided that she wanted to divorce him. Then she got back and realized that she was lonely and wanted to be with him again. And so the two of them have been talking. But here it is, another couple with a huge elephant in the room. So the elephant that's in the room is that she doesn't want to convert totally to their standards, their traditions, his religion. She wants to still be able to express herself through her clothes. Now, one of the things that we saw about Nicole is she is fashion forward. She's fly. She can change her look. She looked like a spy at one point, honey, in Berlin. And then the next thing you know, she looked like someone who was in Chinatown. And then the next thing you know, she was walking the streets of Manhattan. And she, and then she was, in San Francisco. Like, she just seems like, she was at one point, she was in the Philippines. And I just was like, she can change her look. And I think that every look that she had was just almost phenomenal. I love her look, but over there, she's not going to be able to be as free and liberal as she is in the United States with the clothing that she wears. Her man is really like religious, right? He follows all his religion and traditions. She was having a conversation with her mother and father before she left, and her father asked her, "Are you going to convert to, being a Muslim?" And she said, "I already am." The father said, "Did you have to do it?" She said, "No, I wanted to do it because I wanted our children to be, born and raised under the same religion. So I converted while I was there." She showed, they took us back on videos when the two of them got married. And then, when they got married, they were told by, I think the brother or somebody, that they could not sleep under the same roof unless she was, married under their culture's guidelines. And so she said they did that. They crashed somebody else's marriage or wedding. And she got, yes, the mother did almost pass out when she said that she converted. Like, so, and I'm thinking that's something that's so significant and so important. Why wouldn't she share that with her family? The mother did look like she was going to faint when she said yes. And I just was like, why wouldn't she tell them that and arm them with that? Especially since she relies on them so much. She has a close-knit relationship. Her father was like, at the end of the day, that's my only little girl. And so I'm really concerned about it. But then on the other side of the world, we see Mumad talking to his two brothers, and they're at the mosque and they're going in. I believe that's what it's called, the mosque, the temple. They, went in and they were praying and everything, and they were just showing us, the religion and things like that. And then when they came out, they began to have a conversation where one of the brothers, I think his name was Ishmael, was saying that, he was married to a woman from China and that she lives there, and they've been happily married to each other. I think he said for like 10 years or something like that. Y'all let me know down in the chat. And his wife has picked up, it was his duty as a husband to make sure that his wife picked up, and learned the culture, the tradition, the traditions, the religions, and all of those other things that come under the umbrella of being married to a man in Egypt. And he was saying that Momad had never even been married, had never even dated before. That Nicole was his first woman, and he fell head over heels in love with her, and she in turn was in love with him. Anytime she was ready to convert, so she is going back to Egypt, but she mentioned more times than not that she doesn't even want to go. And I'm thinking to myself, it's your right to say you don't want to go, but it's also your right not to go. But that means you walk away from this relationship. You forfeit the relationship. So she has to make a decision about what it is that she wants to do. And we don't want to be stressed out about that every episode. We don't want to be stressed out about what she can wear, what she can't wear. Like, I don't want to weigh that stress on me. I don't want to be stressed out about what she has on. As soon as she got off the plane to see him, he was complaining about her jacket needing to be closed. And he said that her shirt was too small. And that stressed me out. Like, I got stressed out. Like, y'all notice I'm covered up? I got stressed out and was like, let me check myself when I'm doing these reviews. His brothers was like, it's your job to, to train her and to teach her. Is she coming back for good this time? So it seems like the brothers who are much older than Mumad, are really supportive of the relationship. They just want their brother to grow up and do the right thing. This relationship is stressful to me. Like, the stress is like, all these couples for some reason invoke a certain level of stress for me. And I don't know what that's about, but this is the first season that I've ever felt like really stressed about these people's relationship and the outcomes. That's so weird, but it is. I'm stressed. And I shouldn't be stressed over these mother, because I don't know them and they don't know me. The next couple is Debbie and Oussama. Debbie's a weirdo, but I love her. She is the only fresh breath, the fresh life on this show. Debbie can be as weird AF as she wants to be. She is welcome. Y'all, like, I'm serious. Like, my stomach is in knots talking about these couples. It's so much stress and pressure. I also think, if I can be very honest and candid with y'all, as I know I can, I really think that the different issues about the other couples puts me on edge because I don't want to say the wrong thing. And I'm not totally learned about the LGBT, etc., I don't know a lot about that. I do know some, but I'm absolutely not the expert. And the last thing that I want to do is come out here and offend somebody or be labeled as, because I believe fundamentally that love is love. And I don't want to come off as if I don't see them as who they are, or who, you understand, what they identify as. That's a lot of stress as a content creator, trying to make sure that your platform doesn't offend. A lot of stress. A lot of stress. So I just wanted to be honest about that. I feel like a boulder has been lifted off of my shoulders. There's still like a rock and some residue of that boulder. But there's still some pressure there. Eventually, I'm sure I'll get comfortable with it the more that I do these reviews, but I really wanted to be upfront with you all to let you know where my stress level is. Okay. So back to Debbie. So we see Debbie, at home. She talks and gives us some information about her life. Debbie is 67 years old and she's dating a 24-year-old. There's a 43-year age difference between her and Oussama. She said that she's an artist. She loves to paint and create jewelry, and he hit her up in the DMs. I'm telling you, these people got to stay out of the DMs. Do y'all know how many people be in my DMs? Let me tell you, the companion of a lifetime could very well be in my DMs, but because I don't trust nobody, I don't talk to none of them. Like, none of them. I'm just not interested in meeting someone that way. And I don't trust people. It could be a setup, something to make me look stupid or whatever, or desperate. And I gotta have a man, and a man completes me. And if I don't have one, no, that's not Auntie. That's not my story. That's not my testimony. And I'm glad that there are. Anyway, I'm not going to go there. I was getting ready to go on a rant, but I'm not, because I'm going to save it for another day. But they met on social media in the DMs. She's been talking to him for 3 years. She says she's been married twice, that her first husband was just an idiot. She walked away from the relationship and never went back. She said her second husband, which is the one that fathered her daughter, she said that when she was in a relationship with that particular man, that he had started traveling a lot. And she was wondering why he was traveling a lot for his job. So she went and hired a private detective. And that private detective found that he was in a full-fledged relationship with someone else. Oh, it can happen. Oh, it can happen. She said he was flying out too much for the job. Here, Flip. And she divorced him. And she said that she had thought I'd be by myself for the rest of my life until she met Oussama. She said that he was hitting her up and telling her about her artwork. He told her that age won't number the number. That age didn't have nothing to do with it. I be damn. I don't want a man who's 43 years younger, because then, I mean, that's a serious problem, or 43 years older. To me, that's too much of an age gap. Like, you talking about generations. So she said that she's living her best life. She's taking all her vitamins. She's taking all her potions and concoctions because she's going to be as young as she thinks. She said that he hit her up and was like, "Look, Debbie, I need you to come over here, boo, and get married to me." So she is leaving in 2 weeks, and she got a grown ass son named Justin that said, "Mama, he is catfishing you." Her son is a police officer, and he feels like his mother is being catfished. He's having a conversation with his mother about it, and he thinks that this dude is trying to get her money. Now, the mother made a comment that I don't think that, see, let me just say this, and I gotta say this, okay? Sometimes we think that things are cute, and they are different, little things that people say. She made a comment that I thought was very insensitive. And at the age of 67 years old, she probably doesn't even know that the comment derived from such a bad and a low place that it was offensive for her to say it. Now, she made a comment when her son was talking to her about, and I'm going to make sure that I get the right term for it, okay? Because I want to be on point. She said that, her, when her son said, was talking about the money, and she was like, "What you think I'm going to say? Hey, Oussama, I want you on my mortgage. I want you on my bank account." She was like, "I did not fall off the turnip truck." And that, to me, it just sent like chills down my spine, because I was like, that wasn't funny. That's not funny. That term is not something that's funny. Now, there's some things that I'm sensitive to and some things I'm not, but I'm very sensitive to that. I want y'all to know what that saying was that she said and where it derived from, because it wasn't cute. So it says, when we say fall off the turnip truck, what do we mean? The idiom has been in use since the 1970s. Now, y'all think about how old I am, what my age is, right? And alludes to someone from the country hitching a ride into town on a turnip truck. The turnip was regarded to be a rural vegetable and considered to be the food of the poor. It even goes on to say, idioms online: just fell off the turnip truck. Someone who just fell off the turnip truck is naive, gullible, inexperienced, easily fooled, ignorant, unsophisticated, and poor. So who was riding on those turnip trucks? That's not funny. But given the fact that she's 67 years old, that probably was how they was talking. See, some stuff ain't okay to say. Some stuff just ain't okay to say, Debbie. You need to check yourself. Because I was offended for the people that they used to say that about in the 60s and the 70s. That wasn't cool. So I'm going to try to look past it and try to get in her story anyway, because I realize she's 67 and what generation she coming from. But Debbie, watch your mouth. Her son said, "You look like you've been." Debbie is getting ready to get taken for bad. And I ain't going to be mad about it. She about to be taken for bad. And I ain't going to be mad. Anyway, let me move it on. Next couple. Last but not least, Danielle and Yohan. Now, I did a video. I will try to make sure that I link it, of Danielle, who is down in the Dominican Republic, treating this man as if she is better than him, when we have just found out that she is broken in the broker than a joker, that she's had to file bankruptcy, that allegedly, okay, this is according to the blogs, okay, that she's had to file for bankruptcy, that she owed $30,000 allegedly on an apartment, that she has some other financial issues, and now she's leaving the United States of America, moving to the DR on a permanent basis, but yes, she looking down at Yohan. She made a comment and said, I don't want to be paying for him for the rest of... Boo. You could barely pay for yourself according to the blogs. According to the blogs, you can't even take care of yourself. Matter of fact, he the one need to be looking. She has a conversation with him last episode about his little meat factory. Now, I must say it was dirty, but guess what? If that's their standards, that's their standards. And the only reason why I say that is because he said everybody's meat shop has flies and bugs and stuff in it. Matter of fact, if you go to a... You know what? I ain't even going to do it. So anyway... she is criticizing his business last week, and now this week she's asking him when can he shut it down. She's saying that she don't understand. At first she apologized, but then after she apologized, she smacked him in the face and said, basically, when can we shut this down? It's not making any money. You spending money to make money. But guess what? At the end of the day, that's what a lot of people do. They spend money to make money. What they say, scared money don't make money. Thank you so much, Dot Finnan, for the $1.99 super chat. Hi, Auntie. Love your advice. Thank you, boo. Thank you. Bam. That part. I don't believe that she can sponsor a K1 visa for him because she done filed bankruptcy. But it's amazing how she's turning the tables to make it appear that he's unsuccessful when she appears to have been unsuccessful. Talking about the pot calling the kettle black. The fuck is going on here? So she is, and he's like, shut my business down for what? He's like, I want her to support me in my business, give it a chance to grow. But she doesn't want to do that. But yet and still, what does she want him to do? Does she want him to go back to the hotel? See, he was good enough to be paid for by her. He was good enough to be paid for by her before they got married. Now, after they married, now she pulling the rug from up underneath him and the finances as well. See, she wanted the guy that was teaching the yoga classes with the big, long... Y'all know what I mean. And now that she feels like she has it, she can talk down to him and make him feel like he is nothing and that she is supplying all his needs. Now, granted, maybe she is helping him with a little bit of change. I don't know. I ain't in their finances. We about to find out, though. He's left his job and created income and is trying to create income for himself, and she steady tearing it down. She wants to go and look at a highfalutin apartment with all the amenities that you would get here in the United States and don't know that you're going to pay for it over there in the DR. So she finds an apartment with all the things that she wants in it, and it's $2,000 a month. And now you ask him, is he going to help you with the rent? Now, I must say that he was delusional to think that he wasn't going to have to pay for nothing. And then he says that it's a woman's job to come home and cook. And she was like, okay, I'm working. He said, no, I'm outside of the home working. Let me tell you, y'all know, especially if you are a member of Auntie's Advice, y'all know how hard a sister girl work. And I am at home. I work harder and longer being at home, because if I was transporting my aide back and forth, I wouldn't be sitting in an office building anymore until 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. But I'll sit here till 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, and my members know that. Y'all know that I be working my off. You work harder and longer at home. You don't get to drive out. You don't even think to drive out for lunch. You don't think that I don't go to the gym as often as I would. Like you giving the man, I'm just gonna go ahead on the keep it. You giving the man your time, boo. So just because Danielle is sitting at home and working, remote working, doesn't mean she ain't working. Doesn't mean she's not tired. Especially when you using that energy. He's doing a physical. She's doing a mental. It's still it's all a haul. He says that it ain't even his job to cook. Bitch where? Bitch who? Bitch when? Bitch why? If that wasn't the agreement that you came into, we ain't doing that. He said that he can only give her $90 a month. You've got to be kidding me. And the rent is how much? $2,000? No, you need to be paying all of that. But then again, she has already built this relationship on her being a man. She told him he gonna be her wife. If she got to cook the bacon, bring the bacon home, lay the bacon on a table, on a plate, a piece of china, make it look appetizing, feed him the bacon, make sure that his gets wiped when the bacon comes out. She said, you're going to be my wife. I'm going to be the husband. That's a bad way to be. That's a bad way to be. Taking care of a man, that ain't cool on nobody's terms. He going to have to get his ice out there and work a couple of jobs. I don't care if he is bundling bananas on the side of the road. You not going to come up in the house and you're only contributing $90 on a $2,000 move. Now she said, what can I do with that? You could buy groceries. She said, I eat that in a day. I said, girl, sister girl, sister girl, sister girl. On a good day in the summertime. Eat that. You go to Ruth Chris, you gonna eat that? That's an average meal. That means you didn't even get all of the stuff a la carte that you wanted. You go to Ruth Chris. We just went out to a restaurant the other day. I ain't even gonna tell you how much the check was. Check, please. Pull a car up front. Let's go. This is a disaster because she started a precedence of him being taken care of. And now she wants to change it. It's too late. It's too late. You've already set it up that way. I don't see any of these couples making it. Not a nary one of them. Y'all let me know down Auntie, not $90. It was pesos. No, because they did the math on it, I thought. Okay. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. It was 90. It was equivalent to 90 American dollars. Look at Kevin trying to check somebody. Y'all put it down in the chat and let me know. Kevin, go back and look at the episode and let me know whether or not it was 90 pesos. Because I thought that they converted it from pesos to American dollars and gave us the equivalent of $90. That's what I thought, Buddha. That's what I thought. Okay, I was gonna let Kevin have it if he was right, but then I was like, wait a minute, hold up. I don't think he right. I don't think Kevin right about that. Okay, they got my back. Thank you, y'all. They got my back up in this month. Okay. Anyway, y'all, that is the end of my review. I didn't even expect to be out here that long, but y'all are good company. Thank you all so much for being here. I truly do appreciate you all. Thank you for riding it out with me as we figure this whole thing out. Thank you for understanding my hesitation and my stressors when it comes to this particular season of 90 Day Fiance. The other way, I am a grown adult and I will be able to get it together. If I mess up, please don't charge it to my heart, charge it to my lack of knowledge, my ignorance, if you will, about this subject matter. And I promise you, if I get it wrong, I will come back and get it right. Let me know down in the comment section what you all think about this. Thank you so much to Raydella, my moderator, and Mary for always holding the chat down so that everybody can enjoy themselves. I love you all to pieces. And until the next time that we meet with each other again, please be safe out there in those streets. Love y'all. Bye.